The point. St. Mark's with control now. Cruz takes it up the ice through the neutral zone. In wide, dumps it in behind Noonan, and now battles for it. Chen picks it up to Smith, fires a pass across, intercepted. Picked up by Matusovic. Unable to gain the red, but no icing either way. Dumped in and rimmed around, now in the corner. Up at the point, over across. Friedholm dumps it in. Charlotte Matusovic battles for it, comes out with it, fires a shot on net. Big rebound, still loose in front. St. Mark's able to swat it away. And now here they come on the breakout. In behind with speed. Shot takes a deflection before it's swatted away by Wilson. Shipped through the neutral zone. Now it's up with Caroline. She fires it down, but it goes just wide. Puck pinned on the wall. Trudell battling for it. Chips out to Noonan. She throws it right back in. And St. Mark's collect it. Looking to break it out. Another really good forecheck here by Groton. Keeping the pressure on and stopping St. Mark's breakout. It's stuck in the corner. Chen and Trudell battling for it on the wall. Cohen battling for it as well, taking some blows from Trudell. She goes down. Cohen is able to come out with it, and she rims the puck on the wall. Kept in at the point by Newton, fires out of the net, tip, and a save by Allen. She had no clue where it was, just fortunate enough to have it hit her pad there. Tapped in, Trudell dangles, and then Noonan. She loses her footing, and she goes for the shot. Another shot there from Smith. Taken care of. It's shipped out of the zone. Noonan will regroup with it. Indirect off the boards through the neutral zone. Unable to connect with Smith as she goes for a change. Attempt to dump it in by St. Mark's, but Chen collects it in the neutral zone, rips a shot. Glove save, rebound in front. And Chen goes in there hard. Collected by St. Mark's, off the draw, they break it out, it's with Cruz. She's unable to keep control of it. And now Matusovic comes behind the net. And she battles forward in the corner. Chen will rim the puck on the wall, kept in at the point. It's below the goal line. Chen will go the other way now, back to Matusovic. She has it on her forehand and passes it up to Trudell. Up on the draw, Nelson up to Friedholm. Takes it over the red line into the zone, fires a shot off the glove of Allen and behind the net. Friedholm with it still. Comes up over to Nelson on the point. Her shot is wide. Controlled by St. Mark's, chip it through the middle, and that'll go all the way down. Chip down below the goal line. Barber picks it up, and she's tripped. And she's taking a second to get up. St. Mark's come down the other end. Fire a shot. Glove save by Wilson. St. Mark's win the draw. Up at the point. Fire a shot. Blocker save. Big rebound. Trudell picks it up in the slot. Chips it up to Matusovic. She's able to get it in deep, but can't hang on to that one. Chen up to Friedholm. Fires it in the slot. Chance for Trudell. She shoots. Unable to get it off as it's blocked before getting to the net. Chipped up by Matusovic. Friedholm dishes it off, trying to... St. Mark's playing a lot in their own end this game. Groton doing a great job on the forecheck. Broken out by St. Mark's. It's dumped in behind Noonan. Matusovic will play it back off. Noonan went in front of the net there. And now she's battling in the corner. Kicks it out to Trudell. She comes up the ice by herself. Her line mate's going for a change. Able to get it in deep, but can't hang on to it. St. Mark's will come up now break. Off the draw, fired right at the net. Unable to get it there all the way. And St. Mark's collected and come on the breakout now. Take it in wide. Kept to the outside by Friedholm, and she steals the puck. Lays it off to Trudell. Off the wall. Trudell's got two in front. It's chipped up and out of the zone. St. Mark's will regroup and get it in deep. Cathan rims it up on the wall for Trudell. St. Mark's regain possession and look to get it in deep. Cruz forechecking. Picked up by Chen behind her own net. She's tied up there, but no call. St. Mark's regroup in the neutral zone and dump it in deep behind the net with Cathan. Plays it on her backhand to Nelson in the corner. Chip up on the wall. Matusovic. Smith trying to go short side there. Over the net and rims all the way around. Groton will have to regroup now in the neutral zone. Matusovic chips it in. St. Mark's now come down. Good back check there from Charlotte Matusovic. Passes it up to Chen. Gains the red and gets it in deep. She'll go forecheck herself now. St. Mark's room the puck around. They have it on the hash mark. Chipped out. Kept in by Friedholm at the blue line. Rims the puck around to the weak side. St. Mark's collect it once again and look up ice. Breakout pass through the middle of the ice. Now they try to get it in deep, but it's poked away. Charlotte Matusovic battling forward at the blue line. St. Mark's will pass it back and look to get it in. Friedholm with it now, sauces it up. Matusovic fires it on net. St. Mark's off the draw. Take it over the red line and dump it in. Noonan behind the net, passes it up to Matusovic, lays it off to Trudell. Back down with Cathan. She dumps the puck in. St. Mark's will fire it up to the blue line. Pass across the ice. St. Mark's take it in wide, kept to the outside by Matusovic. Trying to center that puck, it's swatted away. Puck fired up and over. It's dumped in, played by Wilson. For having no students here on campus today, the barn is pretty packed with a few local students and a lot of faculty, parents of Groton and St. Mark's. Rimmed around on the hash mark. Chipped across too far out in front of Matusovic, but she's able to regain possession and get it up to the point. Plays it off to Cathan. She comes in, rips a shot on net, and it can't quite score through. It would normally have. Puck below the goal line. Chun goes down. St. Mark's come up the ice now. And they're forced to dump it all the way down. No icing called. St. Mark's battling for it below the goal line. Chipped up by Chen. Picked up by Matusovic in the neutral zone. Plays it off to Trudell. All alone. A shot. Posted in to take the lead. Unable to keep it into the blue line. St. Mark's with it now. Chipped through the neutral zone. Puck rimmed around. Friedholm will collect it and fire it back the same way. Barber on the wall. Puck fired up with Chen. Gets it over to Smith. And she gets it in deep and will go for a change. St. Mark's come down wide. It's with Cruz. She cuts back. Rimmed around for Trudell. She chips it through the neutral zone into the middle of the ice. It goes all the way down, not quite for an icing. Matusovic will forecheck as St. Mark's go behind the net. Chipped up and chipped back down by Noonan. Offside's called. Noonan fires it up to Lee. She takes it in wide, plays it behind the net. Lee and Smith will battle for it in the corner. Smith comes out with it now. A shot, rebound in front, still loose. Rough angle shot there, unable to bury it. But a really good scoring chance there. St. Mark's dump it all the way down from their own end. Now Groton will regroup. Chen lays it off. Now up with Noonan. Noonan comes down wide, cuts back, loses her footing, but Smith battling for it. Barber with support. Noonan goes down. No call. Plays it up to Barber. She lays it in deep, and now we'll go for a change. Chen on the forecheck, unable to intercept the pass. St. Mark's come down the other way now. Freedholm able to steal the puck. Plays it off to Matusovic behind the net. Breakout pass toward the middle is intercepted. St. Mark's will regroup now. Instead they dump it in their own end. Chen now lays it off. Chance in the slot. Off the mask of Drew. And St. Mark's forced to ice the puck. Can't keep it in. Matusovic for support in the neutral zone. She's able to get it in deep. Rimmed around. Picked off the wall by Trudell. Pass toward the middle is picked up by St. Mark's. They chip it past Freedholm. Nelson with support. She'll come around the net. Rim the puck to Matusovic. She picks it off the wall. Unable to chip it past the defense. Shot goes way wide. Rims around to the weak side D. And Trudell picks it up. Lays it off to Chen. Up to Matusovic. She's got Freedholm in front of her. Fires a shot. It takes a deflection off the defense. And now St. Mark's pick it up and come the other way. Pass across. Too far out in front. Can't find her tape. St. Mark's still with it. Centering pass is kept below the goal line by the paddle of Wilson. Kept in the zone at the blue line. Freedholm can't hang on to that one. Goes down in the corner with St. Mark's. They play it off toward the middle, but it's chipped to the outside. Puck rimmed around. Nelson will be the first one to it. He battles forward in the corner. Gets stuck on that Zamboni door. Scalise picks it up, net it out once again. Now up at the point with Matusovic. Back down to Smith. Fires it at the net. Bit of a whiff on that shot as it goes wide. Smith picks it up once again. Rims it to the point with Matusovic. Right back down to Smith. St. Mark's pick it off and chip it up. Kept in by Noonan. Chance in front for Chen. It goes just wide. Chipped in by St. Mark's. Noonan will pick it up as St. Mark's go for a change. Fired right up. Chipped in the neutral zone by Trudell. She's pinned on the wall battling for it. St. Mark's come out with it. And now they'll come on the weak side. Elect to rim it around to the weak side hash mark. Chipped away by Matusovic. Trudell will